Hi there, coaches. My name is Kim Barrow, and I'm really excited and appreciate the opportunity that I have to talk to you about running 10-day clean eating challenges. On my second day as a coach, it was a Wednesday, so there was a team call, and I listened in, and Brigitte was talking about her takeaways from Summit. And one of the things that she talked about were these 10-day clean eating challenges that people are running. And this has been the single most beneficial thing that I have done since becoming a coach. So I'm really glad that I listened into that call. So who is a clean eating challenge for? It's for anybody who's wanting a jump start with their health and fitness. It's a quick 10 days. It's not a huge commitment, time commitment, financial commitment, anything. It's really for anybody. It's for people who are sitting on the fence with joining one of your challenge groups, or who are maybe trying to decide if they want to purchase something or if they really even want to be part of the group. It's a really great way for people to come and see the benefits of your coaching. It's also great for people who are signed up for your 90-day challenge. I'm noticing that my 90-day challengers who have started out in a 10-day group are just a little bit more ready on day one. They already have that really strong foundation, that strong base to jump off of. So I try to get all of my 90-day challengers into a 10-day clean eating challenge first. I think it's really helpful. I've also had a couple 90-day challengers who were struggling. They were struggling mainly with nutrition, mainly with getting all of their meals in and eating correctly. So I have actually added them back in to a 10-day clean eating challenge, and they're able to watch the videos each day slowly, learn a little bit more, reset themselves, and when they come back into the 90-day challenge, they're ready to go. So that's who I think the 90-day challenge is perfect for. Okay, so what is a clean eating challenge? Basically, it's 10 days of clean eating, and I include recipes, 10 days of exercise, 30 minutes a day, 8 to 10 days during the challenge, and 10 days of Shakeology, which I have always made optional in my groups. So as far as recipes go, Brigitte has put together an amazing nutrition guide to use in her 10-day clean eating challenges, which she has made available to all of us. It's awesome. It is better than anything I could do, and probably really anybody else could do. She's used all of the, pulled all of the recipes from the nutrition guides from the different exercise programs, the different, Beachbody programs, some off of the Beachbody, the site, the meal planner that's on the site. And it's just really well put together. That being said, because this is my group and I'm running it, and for me to help people, I have to come from what's helped me be successful. I throw in a couple dinner meal plans that I use in my family. I happen to use a couple meal planning services that give me a week's worth of dinners at a time, and I include those in my 10-day clean eating challenge so people can see what I have had success with and what has helped me to be able to feed myself and my family better. So try to come from a place that's personal to you, so that it's your group. So the exercise, I say anything goes. 10 days, you can do 30 minutes of walking, running, CrossFit, P90X, Brazilian butt lift, anything. You can ride your bike. 30 minutes of activity. Just get up and move. And you'll be surprised how as you get going in this, because the majority of your people will probably use either programs they already own or with their newer programs, that those who haven't purchased anything will be interested in it. And if they don't, you have gotten people to exercise 30 minutes a day for 8 to 10 days in a row. That's phenomenal. You should pat yourself on the back for that. You've helped somebody do something good for themselves. Anyway, in the Shakeology, we put these together in trial packs. I sell mine for $50 shipped. That covers my costs, and I feel okay about that. I know a lot of other coaches will do $50 plus $6 in shipping. I believe that's what I had heard before. So it's your group, it's your business, it's whatever you think is whatever's going to work for you. Anyway, the thing I think is the most important with those trial packs is to include something that your favorite recipe or a couple different ways that you have personally tried that have worked for you to like your Shakeology. You want to make sure people have the best chance to enjoy it and to continue on with it. Anyway, Okay, so I use the principles or rules that I use in my groups are from Tosca Reno's book, The Clean Eat Diet Stripped. And I think that these principles that she lays out are very approachable. It's one of the best well laid out list of rules, because people are going to want that, the rules to the challenge to follow. And it also gives you a reference, something to reference back to, as we are not nutritionists. So it gives you kind of that backbone to your challenge and something people can go purchase on their own and continue to learn. So you want to find something that you believe in. Me, I like that book. I like those principles. It falls in line with how I live my life, so I believe in it. So you want something that you can teach and share about confidently, not something that's like, oh, well, so-and-so gave me this list. Make sure you believe in what you're teaching people, okay? And in those videos, I break down the principles. I put a video up almost every day. So I break down those principles and kind of talk to them about implementing them in their lives, in their busy lives. I also do videos on things that maybe that specific group is challenging, is struggling with, or anything else that they want to learn, because I do ask them at the beginning of the week, one or two things that they're hoping that they'll take away, and maybe if the principles don't cover that, then I'll do an extra video on that. One thing about videos, in my personal opinion, is I like to keep them short. In my first 10-day clean eating challenge, I had a couple of my sisters in there, and the feedback was that they were just too long, and I noticed that by the second or third day, nobody was watching the videos. And I know for me, I'm the same way. If I see that the video is really long, I don't have 15 or 20 minutes to stop and look at the computer when everybody's running around me and I've got things to do. So I try to keep my videos under about 5 minutes. And if there are additional things that I want to tell them, I will do multiple posts throughout the day. And you can see who has seen it. So you can tag people if you want to make sure that they hear that point. Anyway, if you have questions about that, let me know. But I really feel like the shorter videos are more apt to be watched. Now, another thing you want to do in the beginning is make sure that you get all of your people signed up for free memberships. And I do this at the beginning of the group, a few days before I start the challenge. I'll post the group and put up, follow this link, assign me as your coach. It helps me keep track of people and gets them in your system. The first couple times I did it on day 3. And if people didn't want to take that step, then those are the people that weren't participating in the group anyway. I did remove them just so that we could keep the group moving along. Okay, but that free membership is really important, and to assign you as their coach. I also award challenge points in my 10-day clean eating challenge, just like I would a 90-day challenge group, but I've given them an opportunity, because it's so short, to earn lots of points. I give them 1 point for exercising, 1 point for following their meal plan, and 1 point for doing the day's assignment. So they can essentially get 3 points each day. And I've given out things like $20 Beachbody cards, gift cards rather, t-shirts, Shakeology packets at the end of it. And the Beachbody gift cards were actually a huge thing, because it was something that I gave to them after they purchased a challenge pack. That was my little caveat there. But people really like winning prizes, and it's a really good way to keep the group moving and to say, okay, well, I only got 2 points, yesterday, but I'm going to go for 3 tomorrow. So anyway, I think it's a really good motivator. So when is the best time to do your 10-day clean eating challenge? It really kind of depends on what your calendar already looks like. I like to do them at least 2 weeks prior to my 90-day challenges, or 12 days prior to my 90-day challenges. I've started them on Mondays, and I've started them on Wednesdays, and if you're really organized, I prefer doing them on Wednesdays, because then they're over by Saturday, and hopefully you have a 90-day challenge starting the next Monday. Does that make sense? And that also gives you, if you started on a Wednesday, you have from that Wednesday through that Sunday to really just engage them and show them, be a good coach and help them grow and learn, let them see the benefit of being in the group, and maybe talking to them about a challenge pack, and it gives them time to order their product and get it in time for the 90-day challenge. So thinking about that, looking at your calendar, helps a lot. The the second clean eating challenge I did, basically because I had no numbers for my 90-day challenge. I didn't have anybody who had signed up. I was a little frustrated, and I thought, okay, so I'm just going to take all of my leads that I've been talking to and just say, why don't we do a free 10-day clean eating challenge? I threw 15 people into there, and literally 10 of them have ended up in my 90-day challenges. And I ended up with them in the same month, which was great. So sometimes it's just about giving a little bit of yourself so people can see the benefit of what you're doing. That's why I love these 10-day clean eating challenges. I think they're awesome. And even if people don't end up signing with you, you've given them something. And I think that's really important. And probably down the road, they will come back to you when they're ready. So one thing to keep in mind, and I did this the first time, and maybe you're all smarter than me, is I started it on a Monday a week before I had a 90-day challenge starting, and so it overlapped because remember, it's 10 days. So you can either make it a 7-day challenge, I've seen those, or just make sure there's no overlap there because it got a little confusing for those 3 days, okay? So the big takeaways for a clean eating challenge, why? I think it's a great way for people to experience your coaching and see how beneficial a challenge group can be for them. I think it's a great opportunity for people to sample Shakeology. 10 whole days is really an opportunity for them to feel the effects and feel how different their body feels and see how great it can be. It's an awesome prep week for your 90-day challengers, really gets them ready and gets their head in the game to be successful right away in that first week. And it's an opportunity for them to learn a lot. You're going to give a lot of information in these 10-day clean eating challenges, and people will be grateful for that. Okay, so good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I've appreciated talking to you. Bye-bye.